Hey, welcome back to another workout. Today we are going to be using a few props if you have them handy. 3 to 5 pound dumbbells, or you can use cans or water bottles, and our Pilates ball. So grab your props, and when you're ready, roll out your mat and join me. We're going to start in a tall seated position to warm up. We're going to begin with a classical Pilates exercise that we typically teach on the reformer. It's a beautiful way to wake up through the back of the body, articulate through the spine, and get in touch with our postural muscles. So sit in a tall seated position and start by placing your hands on your hips. What you'll notice is you might be slightly tucking your pelvis, so your tailbone is rounding under you. I want you to make sure those hips are pointing straight forward, which again means you might have to start by bending your knees, especially if this is the first time you're stretching and warming up the body today. So from here, we're going to make 2 fists and bring them into the center of our chest, into your sternum, that breastbone area. And we'll begin to tuck and roll our pelvis so that we can find that capital C shape with our spine. Pause here. You need to be in a place where you can hold. We're going to open our arms out and then flip our palms back to face behind us. I want you to start to make a capital C shape forward with your spine as you reach your arms back, stretching in opposition from your fingertips. And then we're going to circle those arms forward like a swan towards our toes and feel that sensation of pulling your stomach back into your spine so that you get a bit more stretch through that back, and then we sit up nice and tall. So that's a lot of words. Let's go through it a couple more times though. Bring those fists into your chest. Round back, tucking that pelvis to a place where you can hold. Anchor those heels into the mat to help you stabilize. And from here, because your hands are right there on your rib cage, go ahead and just feel that sensation of your ribs pulling into the center of your body. Hold that contraction here. Open those arms out, flip your palms back, and then you reach your fingertips away from you as you reach your head forward, stretching through that back, and then you circle those arms up and around like you're a beautiful swan-like ballerina, reaching for your toes, finding even more scoop and length through your spine as you pull your abs back and reach your toes and fingers forward in opposition, and then sit up nice and tall. We'll start to flow through this a little bit more now that you know the motion. So bring those fists into your chest, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, scoop and round back to a point where you can hold. We open the arms, flip the palms, reach the fingertips back and the crown of the head towards our toes, and then circle those arms and then kind of round and roll up through your spine. We'll do it one last time. Exhale, scoop, open, hold, feel that contraction in your abs, flip your palms back, and then you dive your chest forward as your hands reach back behind you, and then you circle those arms forward and sit up nice and tall. We'll do one more variation and we'll just go through it 3 more times. So this time, instead of scoop and round, we're going to hinge straight back from our hips. Our palms are just facing our face. We're going to shoot our arms up, and then we'll reach our hands back. Feel those shoulders glide down and together. And then we'll circle our arms and we'll sit up nice and tall and begin again. So hinge back just to a point where you can hold. Feel those abs really working here. Reach your arms up and then dive your chest forward as you reach your arms back in opposition, feeling a stretch through your shoulders, through the spine, and then circle those arms, sit up nice and tall. Last time for our warm up here. And then we're going to get into that work. Reach those arms up. Circle them back, shoulders glide down and together, and then circle those arms and sit up nice and tall. So we should feel a little bit warm here. We're going to get into some abs using our small ball to continue to warm up through our core before we come into some pretty serious upper body work, standing. So grab your ball, and I want you to go ahead and just tuck your pelvis again and round back into that ball. It's around that mid-back bra line area. We'll reach our arms forward to begin, and I want you to feel really broad through your collarbone. Feel those shoulders kind of gliding down your back and together. And we'll start with really simple lifts and lowers. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. As you lift, I want you to feel your abs punching back into your spine, just like what we were doing during our warm-up. Inhale as you lower. Good. Now we're going to transfer our hands behind our head, but you can always come back into this position. Having your arms reaching long and forward is actually a bit more helpful. It's a lot more weight in the upper body and those upper abs as we transfer our hands behind our head. So give me another 2 like this. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. One more exhale. Inhale, lower. Hands come behind the head. Let's get into it. We're here for 10, 9. Take it nice and slow. There is no benefit in rushing and getting in more reps. I want you to hold for a pause every time you contract up, and you're only lowering into your flat back. You're not like arching over the ball every time you come down. So maintain that good abdominal scoop and connection. We're going to add on to this in 3. Exhale, lift 2. Hold lifted on 1. Left leg comes into tabletop. We're going to twist to the left, twist to the right, twist back through the left, come to center, set that foot down, lower. Lift, we'll go to the right. We twist, open to the left. Think armpit to knee to the right, come through center, set that foot down, and lower. We're here for 6. Exhaling as you twist, setting that foot down, and then lowering the chest. This is 6 on the right. That's right. And each rep is like it's full 3-cycle rep. This is 5. Exhale, exhale, center, lower. 5 to the right, open to the left. I want you to feel your ribs kind of rotating toward your hips as you're doing this motion. So it's much more controlled and smaller than we think. It's not about really getting that elbow to the knee. It's about rotating rib to hip. Nice. This is 4. We're about to do 3. We're going to change this up in another 3. And this is 2 to the left. Keep those elbows wide. Make sure your shoulders are not creeping up and becoming earrings. You've got it, you guys. This is 1 for the left. And lower. And 1 for the right. And lower. Pause. Reach your arms long and forward. Lift up for me. Shoulders out of those ears. We're going to lift our arms up and reach them forward toward our feet. We lift it up. We reach them forward. Just in line with the shoulders. But they come up in line with the ears. So inhale here. Exhale. Feel how your abs have to work even harder to keep you lifted. Really contract those top abs as the weight of your arms comes up towards your ears. We're going to start to take it side to side, leaving those arms up in line with our ears in 4. Keep punching those abs back into that ball. Keep tucking your pelvis. If you're feeling this in your low back at all, you just adjust that ball. Pause here. We're going to rotate to the right, rotate to the left. I want you to look toward your fingertips and pretend you have a little Pilates ball in your hands. Good. We'll do another 4. We're going to hold to the right in 3. This is 2. Give me 1 more to the left. Take it to the right, lean back into that ball, inhale, reach up, it's tiny, little pulses up for 10, 9, make sure those shoulders are staying dropped out of your ears, good, 6, 5, we're going to pulse up into the left, in 3, exhale 2, 1, hold, twist to the left, lean back into that ball, inhale, 10, 9, 8, relax that jaw and neck. Yes, you guys, 5, 4, don't let those knees shift. 2, 1, take it to the center. We're gonna go into a goalpost with our arms. We're gonna pec fly, squeeze your pecs. Inhale, just into your flat back. Squeeze and lift. Inhale, open to your goalpost. We have 8, 7. We're gonna bring these hands into a prayer position at our chest. In another 5. Feel those ribs kind of draw even closer together and contract as you squeeze in with those arms. 2, 1, hold, prayer hands, bring it to your sternum, wide elbows, drop those shoulders down. We're gonna go to the left and to the right. Starting nice and simple here. Get control of your breath. Exhale, twist and twist. Inhale, exhale and twist. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, stay to the left. Open those arms out. Give me a little pulse up. Back to your prayer hands. Come through center. Go to the right. Open those arms wide. Pulse up and to the left. Back to prayer. Come through center. We'll take it to the left. We open. Little pulse. Prayer. Center. Take it to the right. Open. Pulse up. Prayer. Center. Let's go for 6. 5. I'm sure you know what's coming. We're going to pulse to each side with those arms. In another 3. Great warm up for the core so that it's nice and active when we're working our balance and upper body in the next series. Good. 2. Bring it to the left for me. Pause. Hold. Arms are long. Reach up. 10. 9. We'll just do this on the right. In another 7. 6. Feel that oblique burning. Your gaze can be wherever feels right for your neck for 3. 2. Maybe it's toward that left arm. In 1. Come through center. Take it to the right. Stretch those arms long and pulse. Pulse up into the left. For 8. 7, 6, 5, 4. If your arms are really long like mine, it's probably almost hitting the ground. 2 and 1. Take a quick extension over that ball and then roll on up and set your ball to the side for a moment. We're going to grab our weights. So grab your weights and we're actually going to start with both of our weights in one hand. So we'll start with our left arm, and I want you to come into a proposal stance. That just means that right knee is forward, left knee is back. Abs should be really nice and warm and engaged. And then your right hand can just either come to your hip or you can place it behind your back just to make sure that those hips are continuing to shine right forward. So make your decision and then go ahead and bring your arm into this like 90-degree angle, elbow in by the side. We're just going to start really simple with a bicep curl up, and my weights are in this X position, and then we're going to bicep curl out to the side. You could always do this with a single weight if both weights in your hand are just feeling too overwhelming or you can't keep your balance here. We'll be here for another 6 and up. And I want you to think it's more thumb kind of reaching up towards your shoulder versus the palm, based on how we're holding these weights. Good. Exhale, bicep curl. And in. Give me 3. We're going to leave that arm long in 2. Tuck those back left toes for me. 1. Now pause. Arm is long. We're going to hinge forward. So first of all, make sure that your knee is tracking in line with the very front of your ankle on that right foot and press into that right heel. You're relatively light on those left toes. We're gonna find one row with our weights, so really pull that shoulder down and back as you row, and then we'll come into a 90-90 lunge, hovering that left knee, one bicep curl. Lunge forward, long line from the crown of your head through your tailbone, row it up. You come upright with your torso as you bicep curl in your 90-90. Hinge, row, lunge, bicep curl. Let's do 6. Keeping those abs on. Don't let those ribs flare open. Adjust your stance if you need to manage your balance. And of course, as we go through this, feel free to drop one of your weights if this is just too much to maintain good form. 2, we're gonna hold in our hinge and just work our rows. After this 1, hinge, we row for 8. 7, controlled rows. Good. 5, exhale, row. 4, 3, we're gonna find our 90-90 lunge in 2. 1, arm goes long, come into your 90-90, bend your elbow 90 degrees. We're just gonna slice out, working those external rotators, working that quad, working that glute for 8. 7, relax your neck. Yes, 5, 4, we stand in 3, 2, 1, stand it up, shake it out. We're gonna hit that other side. So come down into your proposal stance. Left foot forward, right foot back. Nice and lifted in your core. Let's go ahead, transfer those weights into the right hand, elbow in by the side, shoulders relaxed. We're gonna bicep curl up and out to the side. Lifting that thumb up toward the shoulder, out to the side. Good, we'll do another 6. 5. I don't know if you can tell in the background, it's starting to snow. It looks really magical. 4. 3. We are loving living in Grand Rapids, kind of out a little bit in the woods. Good. Now pause, arm is long, tuck those back right toes, hinge forward, check in with your form, left knee right in line with that ankle. Give me 1 row, lengthen, come into your 90-90 lunge, hovering, 1 bicep curl. Hinge forward, long line, don't round through your shoulders or your back. I want you to have a nice straight, erect spine in both of these positions. And really hinging that torso over the thigh helps engage that glute a little bit more deeply, as I'm sure you can feel. Good, we'll do 6. 5. Having the extra weight of both of your weights really also challenges your balance in these positions. Obviously, the more weight we're working with, the harder it is for all of our muscles, but make sure you're not compromising your form, and drop your weights if you're feeling this at all in your traps and neck. We're not trying to work those muscles. 1 more bicep curl, lengthen. Now just work your row for 8, 7, 6. We come into that 90-90 in 5 and work those external rotators in another 3. Squeeze. 1 more, lengthen that arm, 90-90, hold, roll those shoulders down and back, slice out, really having to challenge those obliques as well. Good, try to sit back into those hips. You have another 6, 5, 4, 3, we stand in 2, and 1. Stand it up, shake it out. Grab a weight in each hand now. We're gonna come into a little squat combination. So we're gonna bring our weights in front of our hips, palms facing away from us. Slight external rotation in the feet. Find a deep squat for me. We're going to circle those weights up and around. They tap, and then we press through our heels and stand as we control the weights down in front. We circle and tap, and we circle down and tap. We're going to add on to this in 6, 5. How low can you get in that squat? Trying to stay upright with that torso. And as you rotate the weights around, I want you to really feel your shoulder blades rotating around, kind of like a saucer or one of those weird teacup rides that you may have ridden at a fair as a child if you're in your 40s like me. I don't know when they stopped doing those. Maybe they still do. Let's add on. Find a deep squat. Pause. We're going to bend our arms into this goalpost position and then flip our palms to face us as we do that pec squeeze. We're going to press back up overhead, palms facing away, and circle as we stand. So circle down in your squat, goalpost, squeeze. The palms flip to face your face. They flip away. You press up overhead. You circle down and stand. We'll do 8. Really breaking apart the motions. Adding more time under tension. This is 7 for those legs. Circle up as you squat. Circle down as you stand. Give me 4, 3. Really engage those pectoral muscles, those deep serratus in your armpit, shopping cart muscles, I've heard them called. Give me 2. Last time to stand, take a deep inhale, come down. We're just going to work through those Arnold presses. Press up overhead, squeeze, palms flip in just for 8. Holding low in your squat. Knees should be pressing back toward your pinky toes. Lift up through your core. Give me 4. We'll stand in 3. Give me 2. And 1. Circle. Good. All right. Let's set our weights to the side. Let's grab that ball. We'll do a little more full body work here. So we're going to come into a quadruped position. The ball is going to be under our right arm to start. And hands should be right under shoulders. Knees, of course, under hips. Lift up through your core. Lengthen through your spine. And your gaze is just down toward the mat so that your neck is in line with your spine. We're going to lengthen out through our left leg. So find that length through your toes. We're just going to lift that leg and lower to start for 8, 7, nice and controlled, 6. Really find equal weight distribution between that left palm and your right shin so that you're staying squared off to the mat. In 2, we're going to add on. 1 more lift and lower. Now lift and hold. I want you to dive your chest forward, tricep push up, press up and lower. For 6, just like this. And then we're going to add on. If you don't like doing this with the ball under the right hand, you can ditch that ball. We'll add on in 3. Trying to leave that leg really high as you dive down with that chest. Working primarily a lot that left tricep. This next time you lift, I want you to pause. Now, as we do our tricep push-up, I want you to roll that ball out on the right so it's coming under that right forearm. Pull that ball in as you press up through that left tricep, and then you lower the leg. So lift. Roll as you tricep push up through the left. Pull it in and lower. We'll do 6. We're gonna hold it down in 5. In 4, we're just gonna work the lift of that leg, holding at our challenge point. In 3. Keep working your balance here. For 2. Left tricep should be starting to feel this. On 1, hold, press into that left palm and squeeze that glute on the left side up, up. 8, 7, 6, you're out of this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll in, bring that knee underneath you. We're gonna come down onto our left forearm, continue to work some full body abs and shoulders. Now, you don't have to use the ball for this if it ends up being too distracting, but give it a try. So first of all, I want your left elbow right under your left shoulder. The ball is gonna come in between the ankles. We're gonna lengthen out. For now, let's keep our right fingertips on the mat. I want you to press up into your side plank. So you're fully lifted now in your side plank. Your right arm can come up to the ceiling. We're gonna roll the ball up to our left knee and back down. For 4, 3, at any point you can bring those right fingertips down to the mat. 2, 1, roll down. We're gonna thread the needle, reach back up, roll the ball, just for 4. Find your balance, move slow, you guys. 3. Use that breath. 2. Exhale, thread. Press up and out of that left shoulder. Give me 1 more. Can I even do it? 1. 1 last roll. Come down with control. All right, let's go to the other side. Off to the other side we go. So now the ball will be under our left hand, and we're in our quadruped position. We're gonna lengthen out through that right leg, press up and out of those shoulders, lift through that core, square off those hips, and we'll just start with a lift and lower of our right leg. Your gaze is down toward the mat to make sure that your neck is in line with your spine, and it's a very controlled lift. A pause for a second to feel the contraction in your glute, and then a little tap down. We'll do another 6. We're gonna add those tricep push-ups with that lifted leg in 5, 4, exhale, lift, 3, check in with your weight distribution. You should have a good even weight between that left shin and that right palm. 2, on 1, I want you to hold here. Find that tricep push-up, diving your chest down, press up and lower. You lift, tricep push-up. Really try to focus the effort in that right tricep. Press up and lower. We'll do another 3 like this, and then we're gonna add the roll out, if it's for you, of that left side. 2. 1 more just like this. Tap down. Now this time, lift your leg. Pause. You're gonna tricep push-up as you roll out on that left side. Press up through that right tricep as you pull in. Tap down. Lift. Roll. Tricep push-up. I'm falling off of this mat. By the way, if anyone has a really good kind of non-slip Pilates mat that you're loving, I'm in the market for some new ones. I thought I was okay with this Amazon version and the price seemed right, but I feel like it's on its last life. Give me another 4 like this, you guys, and then we'll hold in that challenge point. 3. 2. Keep that leg high. Really point through those toes. Feel them pull you back in opposition. Last 1. Hold in your challenge point and just lift. Lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, abs on, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's get into that side plank. We'll come down. I want your right elbow right under your right shoulder. The ball is in between those ankles. Bring your left fingertips to the mat. Get the ball where you like it. Press up into your side plank. Really find that activation and then reach your arm up to the ceiling if it's for you, or leave it down on the mat if it's not. We'll roll in and out. Whew. Roll in and out. Adjust if you need to. I probably should. Good. We're going to add on. I'm going to adjust. There we go. In one more. So now thread, reach up, and pull the ball in. We're so different side to side. This is surprisingly my more difficult side. I'm struggling. We'll do another 3. You've got it. Again, you can always ditch the ball if it is becoming too distracting. Give me 1. Pull up. I lost it. It's fine. Come down. All right, let's roll out those shoulders. And let's go ahead and finish off with a little more abs. So roll on down to your mat and take your ball with you. This time it's not going under your back. You're going to bring your legs into tabletop, and we're actually going to place the ball on our left knee. I want you to roll up, scoop your core, imprint that low spine. You're going to bring your right elbow onto your left knee. Left elbow comes out wide, hands supporting the head. Pause here. We're just going to find little pulses into that ball to start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're going to start to move the right leg in 5. Make sure you're really pressing that knee into that ball as much as your elbow. 2. Hold your deepest contraction. Extend the right leg out. Draw it in for 10. 9. 8. Inhale out. Exhale. Draw it in. You have 5. 4. 3. 2. In 1. Hold out. Little pulses into that ball for 10. 9. 8. 7. Squeeze those obliques. 5. 4. 3. Don't drop in 2. In 1. Pull that knee in. Both elbows into the ball. Can you take it over to that right side? Holding in. Little pulses up. Up. Left elbow, right knee. Yes, I can barely talk. Give me 5. Hold in 4. In 3. 2. Hold in 1. Extend out with that left leg. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale out. Exhale it in. Only take that leg as low as you can maintain that connection in your abs. You should not feel any low back here, you guys. You're almost through this. We're going to hold that leg extended in 3, 2, in 1. Hold it extended. Pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Reset in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and reset for a moment. We're going to take that ball between our ankles and just take a moment here. We're going to roll back up. So reach for the back of your thighs. Use it to help you get lifted. Connect in with those abs. Draw your ribs into the center of your body. Hold that strong connection. Transfer your hands behind your head. We're going to toe tap down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale lift. We'll do 8, 7. Hold that good squeeze on the ball. You're not changing the shape of your legs. Make sure you're curled up to the tips of your shoulder blade. Elbows are wide. Head heavy in your hands. Give me 4. We're going to twist to the left in 3. Maintain that strong connection. Imprint that spine. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Twist to the left. We're just going to go out, pull it in. Extend out, pull in. Inhale out, exhale in for another 6. Taking it to the right to finish. In another 5. We're almost to our cool down. In 3. Inhale it out. Exhale, pull it in. 1. Pull it in. Take it to the right. Extend. Pull. Squeeze in on that ball. Activate those inner thighs, that pelvic floor. Helping you connect a little deeper into those low abs, you guys. You've got it for 5. 4. Deep breaths here. 3. 2. And 1. Go ahead and relax. You can set that ball off to the side. Let's go for a quick stretch here, just to cool down. Come into a quadruped position for me. Press your palms into the mat. They're right under your shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to find that cat stretch. Stretch through that back. Exhale. Draw your abs in and up toward your spine. And then inhale, lengthen shoulders, glide back and together. Crown of head reaching up to ceiling, tailbone reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, press. Round, stretch. Inhale, arch, lengthen. One more big exhale. One more big inhale. And come into that neutral spine. We're going to reach our left arm up toward the sky. Open up here. We'll thread it under that right side. Ear and shoulder meet the mat. Take a breath. Press into your right palm. Reach up toward the sky. Thread it under. And pause here. We're going to reach that right arm up and wrap it around our waist. Maybe pressing for the front of your left thigh to really open through your collarbone and draw that right shoulder further down your back. It should feel like a really nice stretch here. And just breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Untangle yourself. Right palm reaches for the mat. You reach up to the sky one last time on the left. And then we'll take one more cat-cow motion just to reset. So arch and stretch and inhale. Exhale, press. Come into your neutral spine, reach up to the right, open big, and then circle under, thread under. One more, press up, reach, open, and come down to the mat, ear and shoulder, and then we'll reach that left arm up. We'll wrap it around our waist, pressing maybe for the front of our right thigh as we open through that collarbone and pull that left shoulder down and back. And we'll breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Press your left palm into the mat. Open big through the right side one last time. And then go ahead and tuck your toes under, press back into your down dog. Let's just stretch through those hamstrings really quick. Alternating one heel coming down to the mat as you bend through your other knee. Maybe your hips and shoulders are rocking side to side, but you're trying to really lengthen through your spine as much as you can. So avoid rounding. One more on each side. Even yourself out, and then both heels draw down towards the mat. We're going to pop up onto our toes. Exhale, roll forward until our shoulders are directly over our palms. We're going to drop our pelvis down, untuck our toes, press up and out of those shoulders to just find a little more spinal extension stretch here. And then we'll look over that left shoulder toward our heels. Come back through center, look over that right shoulder, back through center, and then we'll press back into a child's pose to finish. And just thank yourself for moving your body today. and appreciate your body for all the amazing things that it does for you every day as you move through life. And I appreciate you for moving your body with me today. Please comment and let me know what you thought. Share this with a friend and let me know what you'd like to see on a future workout. I love being able to put free and consistent content onto YouTube for you, and the more viewers and comments that I get, I guess the algorithm will promote this to more people like you so that I can keep going. Thank you so much.